again. Welcome back to the Cowboy Valley and Timberline Junction Model Railroad. Again, been too many months since I did an update, so we're going to do one today and get this out before Christmas. In fact, I'll post it later today. But anyway, I've got a lot of stuff done since the last update, and I keep putting off doing them, so I need to get this done for you and show you what I've been doing. So here we go. Okay, well, the last place I left off was down here. I just put in the slaughterhouse and got it put in. Well, I've scratch built a couple of docks out in front of it, and we have both the standard gauge and the narrow gauge can come in there now. Then on the back side, the standard gauge can go back to the cattle pens, and on the near side, the narrow gauge comes around to those same cattle pens. I got all the pens finished. I got the little water troughs in. Still need to run piping from the windmill, and of course put all the figures in and all the cattle, cowboys, all that sort of thing in. I did find some sagebrush color clump foliage, which I had been looking for forever. This is the sagebrush I got. It's I bought mine from Scenery Solutions, but it is Scenery Express who makes this, and it's a perfect sage color, which is really hard to find, I have found. But for the western United States, it's completely covered in sagebrush, so I wanted to get some put in here on the layout. Then over along the backdrop, I added Woodland Scenics barbed wire fence. This is about 3.5 of the kits, and the kits themselves are about 20-something inches long, but you can see how long that stretch is. So I needed 3.5 kits to get it done, but it really made the backdrop look good. Tied the foreground in with the backdrop, and I'm real happy with that. Okay, then so on up to the Summit Y. This is the Summit Y. I got a little rock outcropping put up here to kind of make up for this crazy corner I have here in the second floor. This is actually, the layout sits in part of a dormer, and you can see how the ceiling comes in right there. So I was trying to hide that just a little bit, so I made a rock outcropping, and I haven't finished the other side of it yet, but this side is painted, and made just a little rock cut through there, a little tunnel through that. And then this is the lower tram house. This is a Master Creations kit that is supposed to be the Leadville powerhouse, and I modified it somewhat, left a little bit off of it, added the doors on the top, because this will actually come from the upper tram house, which will be situated up on the mountain. And I've got the tram buckets from Berkshire Valley models. And there'll be a tower here in about the middle of this for the trams, and they'll come in this side, then they'll be loaded into ore cars and run out on a tipple, out to the tipple on the rails here, and dumped in the tipple so they can be picked up by the trains. I just finished this cribbing here for the fill for this. And that is 1/8" balsa, square balsa, stained, cut and glued together, and then filled with fine talus, brown talus. Very typical of Colorado mountains. Got the backdrops up here on the top. These are all Colorado scenes, all from Lark Products up in New York. And they're all photographs, and this particular scene is North Creed Creed is a old mining town north of South Fork, Colorado, which is right at the foot of Wolf Creek Pass. Then I've got this mountain here that's going to have a mine in it right there. This is a Woodland Scenics kit, not a Woodland Scenics kit, excuse me, a Campbell Scale Models kit. It's not quite finished yet, obviously, but I've got it sitting here for the pictures. I just painted the rocks this morning. Of course, it still needs a ground cover on it, but I think it's coming along pretty well. Looks pretty good. Then we come on across, and in the other corner, we've got another mountain. We'll have another mine right here. This will be a Sudum kit. It's a fairly simple mine. This is just a mock-up of it right here. But the train will go in a rock tunnel on this side and go under here and come out on this side right here. And then we're going to go back up through a switchback, typical of the Ironton area, Red Mountain area in Colorado. There'll be a mine right here, another Sudum kit, and then that's a Campbell Scale Models kit of just a general store. I'm going to use it for a mining supply, general store kind of thing. I really like the Campbell's kits. They come out really nice. They're wood craftsman kits, so they take a little doing, but they make a really nice model. And of course, you can see the backdrop also from Lark Products up here. I'm not sure what area from Colorado this is pictures from, but it fit what I wanted, so we've got it there. And there'll be another mine right in front of this mine on the backdrop. I'll have a mine right in here also. But I got the fascia board up. Some of my touch toggles for these remote switches that are up here. Got a couple more over here for this track work here. As you can see, it's got a siding on it. And then I've got one here for this little stub siding for the tipple. And then up here in the Y on my touch toggles, I decided to just implement it into the fascia board instead of building a control panel like I've done on the rest of the layout. This only operates the Y and the one siding over here. The control panel underneath will also do the panel toggles or the fascia toggles over here on the side. But this is just a piece of plexiglass, and I made it just like I did any of my other control panels, like this one here. I think this is also new since the last update, but these are the touch toggles. That's one of the control boxes. The toggles just tape to the back, and they're an LED light. And you can hear one changing now because I touched it. But you just touch the toggle and it'll do the switch for you. What's real nice on the Y up here is they've got a Kevin over at Barrett Hill Trains, where you get the touch toggles, has these set up. This one's not, I don't have it powered right now, but you only have to touch the route that you want. You don't have to do more than one at a time, and it'll switch all the switches that need to be turned for that route. So that's a real nice thing on the touch toggles that they've got. We are on the back side of the mountain. This has been shown several times before on other updates, and I haven't done anything back on this side in quite a while, but I haven't needed to. It's all pretty much done except some fine detail work. I haven't started on the upper deck over here. This will come around to a small town up above the yard on this side. One other thing I got done, I don't think I showed this on the last update, is I got the crossing done. This is all just basswood. Actually, I used ties, I think, rail ties here, and stained them and then just sanded them off on top to get them flush. But that's all pieced in for the crossing here. I also got the control box for that area. as it's all on the lift up gate. And then on this particular turnout here, this turnout does not have moving points on it. It is strictly standard gauge left, narrow gauge right. So it uses a frog juicer, which is right there, to power the frog for it. And I have another switch over on the other side of the yard that has the same kind of setup. But there you can kind of get a look down the tracks that way. And then this is the mining district up here. Anyway, it's coming along pretty well. I'm enjoying this part of it. I like the scenery part. I love the Colorado mountains, and this is letting me bring it home to Oklahoma, where we don't have any mountains. So anyway, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a good New Year. And until next time, I'll say goodbye. Take care. One thing I forgot to tell you, the contest we're holding over on Back on Track channel, Trackside Live, on Saturday mornings, we're having a giveaway. We're going to do that New Year's Eve morning. And the contest is how many mines do I have on my layout. So if you're watching the video today and you want to get in on the contest, you have to be a subscriber of Trackside Live, Back on Track, and you need to know how many mines, not on the backdrops on my layout, but the ones that I'm going to build. And if you're paying attention, today's video should have given you the answer to that. So anyway, go put that over in the comment section of last Saturday's Trackside Live on the Back on Track channel, and put that in the description, and we'll enter you in the drawing for the giveaway we're going to do. Anyway, see you later.